Hello, folks, it's me again, the Vercacius from Longington. Here and prepared to put Mass Effect right up into your face. Just mush it around up in there, yeah. I spent a little bit of time off screen going through my inventory and kind of optimizing everybody's fit with what I had laying around, and now we're all shined up and ready to take on the universe. So, I'm looking forward to this one. Also, don't you hate it when you go off to get a drink and you come back and you put the first drink down next to what you suddenly realize is the unopened drink you got 10 minutes ago? I may have some kind of distractibility disease, I don't know. Oh my god, I'm streaming. But nah, this is definitely proving to be an adventure. And, tonight, what I have in store for all of you lovely, charming people is so many side quests. We are going on Sidequestival, the Festival of Side Quests, yet again. Oh no, there's a rodent on your screen. You'd better hit that thing with a brick. Ah. What was I talking about? Right, Sidequestival, the Festival of Side Quests, because Mass Effect has, like, over 60 side quests in this game, and my god, we're gonna go drive out to every tin hut in the middle of nowhere. We're gonna shoot all the occupants. We're gonna push them over. We're gonna take their stuff. Just because you're part of a elite paramilitary organization is no reason you can't also be an intergalactic murder hobo. Intergalactic murder hobo, intergalactic. Yeah, if a rodent shows up on your screen, you should totally hit that thing with a brick. There's no reason not to. There's no downside. Went well with the music. Oh, thank you. I was not thinking about the music at all. I did that. I totally forgot that I have music playing, even though it's in my ear hole right now. It's good music, though. Did I remember to start the timer? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. I am clearly incredibly together today. I am at my finest. There's just no denying that. So ready for more Mass Effect? Great! Tonight we're gonna drive out to a bunch of tin huts in the middle of nowhere and we're gonna shoot a bunch of people. And then we're gonna leave. After we take all their stuff. It's gonna be great. I believe there will be basically no plot progress whatsoever tonight. Man, even on the Famicom, Eve 3 sounds great. There's a Famicom version of Eve 3, and soon there's going to be a Switch version of Eve 3, and they're going to voice Adol. And I don't know how I feel about that, but I do think they made the right choice. Because they did like a dramatic reveal of Adol's voice in the trailer. And it is just the most absolute generic, nice guy JRPG protagonist voice you can imagine. And that's perfect. Adol himself is the most generic, cookie-cutter, nice guy JRPG protagonist you can imagine. Until you start to follow him, and then you realize that, oh wait, there's something seriously wrong with this guy. And that's how it should be. Like, you don't go out on that many adventures, all the adventures, as Silver Star says. You don't go on that many adventures, unless there's something deeply wrong with you. Somewhere. Everything Link has done, Anno did it too. In one life. Link is doing the reincarnation runs. Mostly, I don't know. I wonder if it's possible to fandom retcon your brain into believing that, like, every Legend of Zelda game stars the same Link. I think that would be very funny. That he would basically never know peace. And every now and then he, like, moves to a different village and starts his life over. And the same shit finds him over again. I think that would be very funny. Oh, look, the timer ran out. Okay, let's move over here. Bring you folks down here. It's ear time. We will, turn off this music. Get started with more Mass Effect. I wonder if anybody's drawn, like, a Link Adol, crossover team-up comic, except that it would immediately become shipping. I said that, and in my head, it immediately became shipping. And, I'm not sorry. Hey, look, it's Mass Effect. Alright, like I said, I went down into the bowels of the Normandy and messed with everybody's gear. Getting everybody just set up. Let's see. We have so many side quests to do. Go to the Hydra system in the Argos Row Cluster. Alright, let's do that. Let's start with that. Just at random. Argos Row. Which one of you is Argos Row? Ah, Pinnacle... Okay. Yeah, we will get to Pinnacle Station. Pinnacle Station is like the battle arena of this game. And it was originally left out in the Legendary Edition port. Because a non-BioWare team did that DLC, and the source code was lost. Fans using the original source material recreated the DLC in its entirety and improved on it somewhat. The power of fan modding, man, it's amazing. Let's have a look around. Saiba. Standard Neptune-type gas giant. I don't think Neptune is a gas giant, is it? Oh well. Amazingly, we looked at the gas giant, we found a gas deposit. Wow. Truly our scientists are doing science out there. Neptune's an ice giant. Is Neptune a giant? Okay, sure. They are the large gas giant. Was struck by an asteroid at least 12 kilometers in diameter within the last 100 years. The superheating caused by the impactor's atmospheric passage created a large bank of vicious storms along the equatorial band. Wow, it's a good thing we're not landing on this gas giant. Vermalis? Vermalis has a thick atmosphere of nitrogen and helium. Its surface is scorching hot, and mainly composed of alumina with deposits of borax. The planet has an extensive network of subterranean caves, formed over the millennia by volcanic processes. In these relatively cool areas, some primitive life has developed. Awesome! Primitive cave volcano people. Fuck yeah. Cadram is a small, rocky world with a trace atmosphere of methane and krypton. Cadram was the site of the warlord Shigur's defeat by Turian peacekeeping forces during the Krogan rebellions. While this band was not especially powerful, Shiga was a female warlord and one of the few remaining fertile females at that. She had, through viciousness and cunning, parlayed her unique value into a position of power. Krogan males competed for the right to join her band and lie with her. When Shiger's death was announced, vengeful male Krogan admirers near and far swore blood oaths against the participating Turian crews. In the end, several thousand of the Turian participants were killed in open combat or through assassination, and to this day, many Krogan proudly proclaim they have the blood of Shiger. That is a harem anime plot. I want to fucking see that. I want that on my TV screen right now. And of course, we get a Turian insignia from down here. But that's not where we're going. We're going to Megdos.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
General distress call from the Sacred Angel Medical Transport. Critical system failure. Losing power. Emergency landing. Argos. Communications failing. Life support and emergency transponder. Won't last. Please hurry.
Now, I said female-led harem anime, and Penguin materializes in my chat. Hello, Penguin. You just missed the, blood of Shiger planet. Inhospitable pressure cooker world. Level 2 heat hazard. Okay. Let's get down there and see if anybody's alive from that medical transport. Oh, right. Shit, I forgot. I actually forgot about the randomizer. One sec. Bookmarks. Alright, let's see who's coming with us. Liara and Ashley. Experiencing time dilation. Man, that is probably true. Sass, ass, and breath. The question is which one of us gets to be the ass and which one of us has to be the brass. Alright, what do we got? We've got an anomaly, a transponder signal, and some debris. Let's hit the anomaly first. See if it's a Thresher Maw. It probably is. Team Alien Experimentation. Okay. Liara is the ass, Shepard is the brass. Oh, okay. I honestly thought Liara was the sass. But no, she is world's most delicate flower, can only be plucked by the touch of a delicate lesbian. Okay, oh, here we go. Turian corpse. Cool, let's back over it. Turian corpse. No, it's not. Presumably the Turian corpse is the thing on the ground there. Another Turian insignia. You found a very old letter stamped with the Gothis colony insignia. The text is indecipherable. That sucks. Alright, where to now? Off to this debris? I am just bumping and thumping over this landscape. I love this incredibly volcanic, obsidian-looking landscape. It's great. The Mako just rolls so much easier over this than on, dirt. I don't know if there's really, a planetary friction meter or something, but this feels like the Mako has an easier time on it, I say. And then I immediately do that, so don't listen to me. I'm not an authority on anything, just so you guys know. What's in here? A crashed probe, we will salvage it. Hyperrail and cryo explosive. You know, I don't think I've ever used cryo-explosive grenades. Drops their max accuracy. Alright, sure. No, don't shoot the Mako. I know it's tempting. Don't shoot the Mako. Alright, to the transponder. They do turn people into ice statues. Toasty! No, that's the opposite of toasty. Like, the old freeze and break is, it's a tradition in Mass Effect, or it becomes a tradition. The moment you get, like, somebody with cryotech powers. We're gonna meet Morden later in the series. He is one of my favorite characters. Top 10, easily. Top 5. Can't wait to introduce you all to Professor Warcrimes. Before we hit up the transponder, I am going to hit that surveying site over there. Professor W. Crimes. There's a meme that I don't have ready to pull up right now. It's got Shepard referring to Morden as just war crimes. And he's like, excuse me, that's Professor War Crimes. Alright, come on, Professor War Crimes. Very good, Commander War Crimes. So, you know, none of us are innocent here.
There is the wreckage. I do not see any survivors, though.
Oh, that's a
Careful,
shame.
Commander. I've got a bad feeling about this.
A bad feeling? What could possibly be the...
It's a trap!
It's a trap! The Geth! Oh no! Quick, run them over! Oh goddamn, the Geth's got rockets. They actually came prepared. I believe that's all of them? You're scandalized? Oh, don't worry about it. It's a homage. It's not a ripoff. I just saw the words... Thank you. I just saw the words anti-vehicle mine pop up, and I'm not sure where from. But anyway, we don't see an able to... Oh, from right there, apparently. Anyway, we don't appear able to interact with this. So I guess... we finished that? Okay. Oh, and we got a bunch of armor upgrades, weapon upgrades. Better kinetic buffer. I do like my kinetic buffers. And an exoskeleton, plus 40% smash damage. That allows me to hit people in the face even harder. If I had had this when we did the Pharaoh's colony, I would have been, like, completely murdering those people. Good thing. Oh well. We could stop by Pinnacle Station. But I want to save that for a bit later. Let's look into this missing person in the Horsehead Nebula. Avoiding Novaria for now. Novaria is our next plot destination. Obviously, we don't want to touch it. Just reliably get a hold of specific mods. Yeah. Let's see. Anti-Tara. It's brown. There's gas on it. Trellin. Its surface contains large amounts of iron and magnesium silicates. Due to heavily cratered terrain, starships are discouraged from landing. A Solarian religious cult claims that a certain pattern of overlapping craters in the southern hemisphere resemble their goddess. That is not something I would admit to anyone. This hole looks like my goddess. No, you don't say that to anyone. That's bad. Ceciligon, there's nothing special here. Yunthorl. There are indications of primitive organic life developing deep within the global ocean. Too bad for them. Zawin. All those Jesus' face on a slice of toast? Yeah. Zawin has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. For some reason, this planet has a picture even though we can't beam down to it. Beam Mako down to it. The MSV Majesty. A Kowloon-class modular conveyor of human design. All compartments are exposed to space and the fusion plant is leaking. A faint trail of radioactive particles, possibly exhaust from a sublight nuclear engine drive, head towards the nearby planet Zawin. Oh, that's why we couldn't land on it, but it had a picture, because now we can land on it. Alright, who's coming? Gaiden and Rex. The other half of the human and alien pairing. Actually, let's not pair Gaiden and Rex. That doesn't seem healthy for Gaiden. Welcome to Planet Canada. Oh, there's so much here. Let's start off with this anomaly and see if it's another Thresher Maw. How much do you want to bet? It's another Thresher Maw. It's gonna... Oh my god, what is happening to Mako? No. Mako, honey. You don't have to stand on your head for attention, Mako. I love you. This stream is for certain audiences. Alien fuckers? I guess? Well, this doesn't look good. It appears this person was trying to mark the nearby mineral deposit when he died, or was killed. Or was killed. Dun dun dun. Let's run over there and mark it. Is it possible? The mineral deposit murdered him? Dead. Murdered, and someone's responsible. Oh shit, Gaiden, you have like 16 points. You can have advanced throw. You can be my first aid dude. Neural shock is nice. Let's have you max out neural shock. I've never done that. Alright, let's head for these debris. It's a snow... this planet is all snow. This is like your skiing destination. You come out here and you play like SSX Tricky for real. Snowhalation.mp3. That is beyond me, I think. A touch. Crashed probe. I see it! Do you see it there in the background? I see it. We're gonna run as fast as we can the moment we're done with this. Run!
Yes, ma'am.
There it is. It's a Thresher Maw. Even on the Ice World, Thresher Maw. F-O-E. 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 You know, Ditharian, I read that as like 3-star Maw. Did I bring... Yeah, I did not bring an escape... I did not bring a warp wire. I totally forgot. It's fine. Oh god, it's not fine. It's cool, we took it out. Thresher Maw down. Oof. I love how you never actually kill a Thresher Maw. It just decides to go away for a little while. 3-star... You in case of Cerberus... Like, I think in your case you'd be a Hydra. But... who am I to deny you your dreams? Be a Cerberus if you want to. Honestly, I expected that we would stumble immediately into, like, Cerberus stuff, but, the Mako no longer has your XP. Yeah, that is something that was a problem in the original Mass Effect. If you beat up things in the Mako, you got half experience points. That is no longer a problem in Legendary Edition. Ooh, an insignia. You can defeat things in the Mako, and, you don't have to, like, tackle a Thresher Maw on foot. Wait until the second game for that. I mean, ignore that. Ignore that. It's fine. Oh, I'm going in reverse. No wonder it seems slow. Drive the Mako like 30 miles in reverse. Ditharian, you've just reminded me of, Metamorphobet. I kind of miss Metamorphobet. I kind of miss, playing games on, like, a randomizer. I might end up doing that on, like, if I decide to stream Monday just for the hell of it. I don't know. There appears to be no one left at this camp. The generator is still functioning, but there are no signs of the former occupants. The camp's computer notes several occasions of interest. Oh, that's what that was for. Oh, I didn't realize it was a direct quote. Let's see. There's more stuff up north. Let's head towards this destination. Let's run into the generator and just kill these solar panels. Fuck you, solar panels. There's no sun here. Here's something I've always wondered, in kind of an academic way. Because I'm dumb. Does the color of light on a solar panel matter? Like, if you took a solar panel out under, like, a blue star, would it matter? Would you get less, more energy out of it? Does the fact that sunlight is yellow matter at all? Wavelengths matter. Okay, interesting. Like, as far as I know, I don't know if anyone's tested, solar panels under different colors of stars. Because this beacon was a Geth trap. Again? We didn't have Ashley with us this time, so she couldn't yell the thing. Ashley is the only person on the entire crew who's seen Star Wars. I'm headcanoning that. We can't do anything with this beacon. So I guess it will just continue to fool generations of travelers. Ashley Williams has seen Star Wars, all of it, even the one... Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Ashley has seen Star Wars. Like, she went through the library because, she was interested in space war media. Because of her whole family history. She stumbled on Star Wars and it was like, oh hey, vintage movies from the early generations of humanity. Ooh. Palladium deposit. Palladium. Palladium. And the last marker on the planet. I like that it's down this hole. I really like that it's down a hole. I don't know why. That is appealing level design to me. I like when things are in holes. Oh, I'm seeing a bunch of red blips on the radar. What do we got over here? Whoosh. I do like when things are in holes. I think if you can put something in a hole, you probably should. Oh. Never mind, actually. I said words. Okay. We're gonna run over some snipers. Hi! Wow, that guy outjumped us! What an athlete! He just got back up! Not doing it this time. There he goes, over the mountain. Anyway, there's a base here. Let's see what's in the base. Hello?
Enemies everywhere!
Mercenaries. Yeah, keep taking cover next to the exploding shit. You're geniuses. Go, go, go!
Powering up.
Right, don't forget my barrier. Go, go, go! Enemies everywhere!
Go, go, go!
Go, go, go! There is a sniper up here, and I don't want there to be a sniper up here. So I'm gonna go change that.
You must die!
Hello, sniper! What if your gun exploded? I have a lift, don't I? Yeah. Didn't work. I just have to shotgun you. Boxes. The Executioner, Terminator, Rep. Okay, we're good. Seem to have reduced what barrier? Oh, the enemy that yeah. They really did reduce the frequency of that line. They would scream that like every chance they got. You have discovered the corpse of Captain Willem of the MSV Majesty. His stiff fingers are wrapped tightly around a small data pad. What does the data pad say? Oh, this is Gareth's brother. We ought to go tell him this. Actually. Yeah, lift doesn't pull people out of cover. You have to actually hit, there's a clip on YouTube of someone... Do you have that clip handy? Because I kind of want to play it. Now that it's been brought up. In the garbage disposal, there was some Medigel. I really pity whoever has this Medigel rubbed on them. Speaking of Medigel... Let's,
Medigel is a common medicinal salve used by paramedics, EMTs, and military personnel. It combines several useful applications: a local anesthetic, disinfectant, and clotting agent all in one. Once applied, the gel is designed to grip tight to flesh until subjected to a frequency of ultrasound. It is sealable against liquids, most notably blood, as well as contaminants and gases. The gel is a genetically engineered bioplasm created by the CERTA Foundation, a medical technology megacorp based on Earth. Technically, Medigel violates council laws against genetic engineering, but to date, it has proved far too useful to ban.
Yeah, there are laws against genetic engineering, but you can skip those laws if you're cool enough. Anyway,
Enemy is everywhere! 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 Enemy is everywhere!
yeah, I kind of wish they had kept that, actually. Like, push up the frequency. If the enemies are everywhere, everything should be everywhere all the time. I'm gonna boost the lift a little bit. Titan, you get more barrier. Rex, shotguns. Enemies everywhere, everywhere. Indeed. Everywhere is everywhere. At least... See, I had forgotten that enemies everywhere thing was from this. Was from Mass Effect. And, occasionally it just popped into my head while I was playing other games, and I had no idea why, what it was from. So my brain was just occasionally going, enemies everywhere at me, and I was like, why are you telling me this? Thanks, brain. I will destroy you! You're supposed to be a hero! Let's go after those... Let's go after the shipments in the Voyager cluster. Alright, the missing Amazon shipments.
Commander, incoming signal from 5th Fleet HQ on the Citadel.
Commander Shepard, something uncomfortable has just come up. In the First Contact War, we fired a lot of espionage probes into Turian space. We just received a mission complete burst from one of them.
Where's it been in the meantime?
No idea. Lost in transit. These probes were built in a hurry after First Contact.
What makes this uncomfortable?
When these probes were launched, we didn't have any idea who we were fighting. We didn't want to risk aliens examining our technology. The probe has a demo nuke built in. A 20-kiloton tactical fusion warhead. About equal to the bomb dropped on Hiroshima back in the 20th. If somebody finds that probe, tampers with it, you don't need me to finish, Commander.
Shouldn't a bomb disposal unit be sent for this? We don't have anyone trained in that.
I know. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. These probes have been classified for 26 years. The Council will call fusion bomb booby traps dangerous and irresponsible. The Alliance would face censure if they find this probe. I'm asking you because the Normandy can get on site quickly and quietly. It's in the Voyager cluster.
Fusion bomb booby traps would get us in trouble. Well, it should!
It's in the Voyager cluster. That's the opposite side of the Alliance from Turian space. How did it get there?
I don't know. It's possible someone recovered it safely and brought it there. It's also possible it got very badly lost. It could have been wandering the relay network since the war.
We'll get on it immediately, Admiral, and we'll be discreet.
I appreciate that, Commander. Good luck. Fifth Fleet out.
Okay, well, we'll have to look into that, too. Tremar. It's made of gas. There's gas on it. Wow. Sibin. Sibin's crust contains significant deposits of green serpentine, a mineral formed by volcanic activity. You can make snakes in volcanoes? Somebody get me a volcano. This suggests Sibin was a more geologically active world in the distant past. We found a Turian insignia. Cool. And Denerica's enormous terrestrial world, nearly twice the size of Earth. Environment similar to that of Mars. The planet's gravity well is deep enough that it has collected nearly a dozen small satellites, mostly captured asteroids. Its surface is scarred by many large impact craters, marking the final resting place of other captured asteroids. Sondima. Nothing much here, but we do get some polonium. Polonium sandwich. And now we go to Agabinium, which... The red giant Amazon is a long-period variable star. At its peak, its energy output doubles, lashing Agabinium with intense heat and radiation. So let's land here. Squad! Who is my squad? Tali and Rex. Alright. Man, where's the Space Ghost? Space Ghost has his own talk show. Or he used to. I don't know what he's doing anymore. Don't forget to hide the... I did forget to hide the randomizer. Thank you. That's the first time I've done that. Tali gets 2 points, which I'm going to put in... Quarian Machinist. Rex is fine. Rex doesn't have anything. Alliance homing beacon, debris, anomaly. We'll hit the anomaly first. Oh man, look at this planet. This is gorgeous. Look how red it is. Everything is red. I had to get in the makeout with Chance and Tali, and for some mysterious reason her brain switched off. I mean, yeah. Can you imagine being in a tight, confined vehicle with Rex of all people? You'd practically have to sit in his fucking lap. Don't imagine that. And of course, Shepard drives like hell, so... Oh, hello. There's another anomaly off this way. Unmarked anomaly. I gotta go for that. Yeah, there's probably stuff on these planets that I'm missing because... You know, I'm not psychic. Brushing away the carbonization on the door of the contragravity speeder, you see the Nezo brand name. Judging by the charring, the wreckage has been here since the star's last variable peak. The corpse is wearing the remains of an expensive suit and what appears to be melted antique aviator goggles. Cool! We found an idiot! Dude brought his fancy, expensive car out here and immediately fucking melted. That's gotta be a reference to something? I choose to believe it's just, you know, a rich kid went joyriding, but you can believe it's like Amelia Earhart if you care to, I don't know. Oh, there's another body. A lot of bodies out here. A scavenger corpse. This body is a long way from anything and appears to have been here for quite some time. On the body is a book of drawings, including one of the Siglar outpost insignia. How are we doing on those insignias, by the way? Yeah, it looks like we're complete on everything except the Prothean data disks. And finding a couple more minerals. A rich kid crashed a Ferrari Enzo a year before this game was released. You know, that doesn't surprise me. Rich kids are all the time crashing things. Sega is teasing a new Outrun game. And I'm really hopeful. They're also teasing a new Crazy Taxi as like an open world MMO, and that sounds crazy to me. Like, I don't know anybody who wants an MMO Crazy Taxi, but an open world Crazy Taxi sounds fucking badass. I kind of know in my heart it will be monetized out the ass, but give me hope, you know? Just give me a little bit of hope here on this one. Burnout Paradise MMO. That's basically what the Forza Horizon series is. It's even by the folks who used to do the Burnout games. Alright, we've got a,
The signal's coming from a mine?
This smells.
I agree. The probe did not crash. Someone moved it here.
There's a nuclear weapon down there. We can't abandon it. Just stay on guard.
Right.
That's right. I put Rex in that, badass Predator armor that we got. Now he looks like he could effectively replace the Mako. We could just climb on Rex's back and ride around. Oh, you remember how I mentioned some of these corrugated metal tunnels had water running down the middle of them? For some reason, this aesthetic right here, I love this. I want to drag my fingers over this, except I would get tetanus and die. I bet it had such an interesting texture, though. Anything in here? No. Oh, look, somebody, arranged cover in this cave for some reason. Have you noticed by now, by the way, that a lot of these are reused assets or standard generic tile sets? I've been playing Phantasy Star Online, man. I cannot complain about that shit. Like, at least these look like a mine.
That was a detonator. Someone just screwed us.
Shepard, at last.
Have we met?
My name is Ilanos Heliot. I doubt you know it. Who do you think runs the Terminus clan, Shepard, huh? Thousands of pirates, slavers, criminals of every stripe?
I don't study the internal politics of pirate bands.
The strongest leads. The one who kills the most men, seizes the most ships, pillages the most colonies. 3 years ago, I was the strongest. I used my influence to assemble a fleet. We would drive your kind out of the Verge.
You're the one behind the attack on Elysium.
I was the motivator, the instigator, the one who promised glory and riches for sacking the largest human colony in the cluster. The one blamed when it failed. Failed! I was ruined when your kind held against the Blitz. What better way to recover my reputation than by eliminating the first human Spectre?
My crew will come for me.
Oh, let them. We'll be ready. An Alliance warship would make a fine prize. Oh, and if you haven't noticed, the ores here are laced with heavy metals. I'm afraid your suit radios aren't powerful enough to transmit out.
There's a Turian arms manufacturer named Haliot Armory. Some rich industrialist's nephew. That's possible. In the original game, Haliot is portrayed as a human on this hologram. But his voice always had that Turian vocoder flange sort of effect. So, one of the things that the patch that I have downloaded does is make his model Turian. So, whether he's canonically human, or whether he's a Turian, we don't know, really. I don't know if he's actually shown in... No, he must be if they changed the model. Anyway.
You'll see me again, Haliot. Count on it.
I rather doubt that. Goodbye, Shepard.
What do we do now, Shepard?
We've got air and light and the Normandy's still in orbit. Let's look for another way out.
There's no time to get out. You have to disable the bomb before it goes off. Oh, we have 10 seconds. Okay. You've disabled the bomb. Okay. You'll notice that the little pop-up there said that disabling each hardpoint would cost 100 Omnigel. I believe that's the largest cumulative Omnigel cost in the game. It's like 300 Omnigel to skip playing the mini-game to disable the bomb. Good thing time stops when you play Frogger. Good thing that, I'm so good at Frogger that it would take me like 12 seconds in a 10-second timer. And then I could just do it again. Commander Shepard just imposes her time field across the bomb. I'm gonna readjust my fan real quick. The reason I have to keep adjusting my fan, in case anybody wonders, is because, when I go to sleep, I turn it to face the bed, and when I get up, I usually turn it to face the computer. Except sometimes I forget when I get up, so I have to turn it to face the computer now because it's getting warm over here. Alright, I am back. It's a good thing time stops when I'm adjusting the fan. Anyway, it looks like disarming the nuclear bomb unlocked this door. I'm not gonna question that. It's a good thing disarming bombs unlocks a door. Oh, I see. They just dropped rock debris over the... So if you're playing your Shepard as a sole survivor of the Skillian Verge, or whatever, obviously this guy has a lot more personal relevance to your Shepard. And it's a little weird that you never really get to meet him in person as such. Instead, you come out on the cliff above the Mako, above where you parked the Mako, more or less. Like, the Mako is over here. Over here, yeah. And now you see the place is swarming with pirates. If you have a sniper character, this is a great place to just be a sniper. Unfortunately, as you can probably see, I'm not really a sniper type. So, my best bet is probably just to... Whoa! Barrier up. And make a run for the Mako.
ECM is hot.
And there's, Ilanos Halyat. Or there he used to be. Oh, no, there he is. See him? There he goes. Halyat went through a lot of trouble to draw you here. A pity it ended like this, for him at least. Now that you're above ground, your suit radio has re-established communication with the Normandy. Time to get the hell out of here. That is a great place to snipe from, yeah. Unfortunately, I'm totally crap as a sniper, so... let's see... UNC hostile takeover, UNC missing survey. Let's hit the Hades Gamma Cluster. There's all kinds of shit in the Hades Gamma Cluster. Go to Dis. We're going to Dis to do that. Like this, like that. Like this, and like that. Jarter. Jarter is noted for the discovery of the Leviathan of Dis, the apparent corpse of a genetically engineered living starship. The Leviathan was found in the bottom of a crater by a Batarian survey team, and is estimated to be nearly 1 billion years old. It disappeared after a visit to the system by a Batarian dreadnought 20 years ago. Since then, the Batarians have steadfastly denied that the Leviathan existed at all, and all the more vociferously when shown recordings of the corpse made by Solarian researchers. The Leviathan of Dis is... Well, this will come up again later, more or less, I think. I don't know if it's the same thing, but... this will come up later. Maybe. Ooh, lithium. Grimoire, an icy terrestrial with a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. Its surface is composed of frozen ammonia with deposits of tin and other light metals. When exposed to sunlight, Grimoire's ammonia can melt, forming equatorial seas of the toxic chemicals. This has allowed a profusion of simple fungus and lichens to evolve in the low-energy environment. A byproduct of their metabolism causes them to glow very faintly. While the light of an individual is insignificant, large patches seem to reinforce the light of one another and are visible from space. While the light of one individual is insignificant, banded together they can be seen from space. It is what I think it is. Good. So yeah, we will hear of the Leviathan of Dis again. Light metal surveyed, titanium. Yay. Risha. During the brief gold rush to Clemsel, a few companies established an infrastructure for helium-3 skimming and deuterium mining on Risha's icy moons. When Clemsel proved to be less wealthy than expected, the facilities were stripped for parts and abandoned. Near 'em, far 'em, wherever you are 'em. Let's land on Clemsel. And who are we taking? Remember to close the squad randomizer afterwards. Tally and Liara. Alright. Pretty close to Booth, but not quite. That's true. Oh, that's another ice world. At least it looks different than the previous ice world. Syndicate hideout. Crashed escape pod. Anomaly. Alright. I bet the anomaly is another Thresher Maw. Man, we really are going to be doing side quests all evening here, aren't we? That's fine, though. That's fine. The more side quests we do now, the less side quests we have to do later. And there will be some side quests. There will be some more side quests that unlock after we've done Novaria. How are we being shot at? We're being shot at. It's amazing the distance a tank shell can hit at, isn't it? Anyway, let's just keep driving. Notice the light rays coming over the hill there. I think that's gorgeous. But I love Bloom. Nice. Oh, they're in a gunfight with the snipers. Okay. A League of One medallion. Alright. God rays are kind of like Bloom. They're the same general idea, right? Damage escape pod. Old footprints leading away from this escape pod. But no sign of any survivors. Yeah, we already found the guy. There's some debris over here. And then we will circle back around and we will take care of the snipers. And by take care of, I mean hit with a tank shell. Because I like hitting people with tank shells. Mako has to be parked on level terrain. Fine. Salvage. Oh, this salvage screen. This is shit. This is some shit. There we go. Ah, combat scanner. Nice. Can you make it back up the hill? Yeah, you're fine, Shepard. Alright, let's go blow some people up. There's a syndicate hideout right up here, and we're invited. Well, we're not really invited, but we choose to invite ourselves. Crepuscular rays are the visual phenomenon when sunlight is partially blocked by things. Bloom is overexposure. That's fair. It's hard for me to tell the difference between overexposure and just me not knowing about stuff. Back into another mine! But look, this one's slightly bluish. It's a different tile set. Lift can get people out from undercover. Can I barrier, please? Yep. I'm not hearing a lot of gunfire from Liara and Tali. Pinata. Liara, honey, why are you using a sniper rifle? I guess Liara just wants to feel included, really. Look at that mercenary go. Helena was right. These guys had quite the operation going, but that's all gonna change. One down, just one more to go. There was a light fixture orbiting my head, and now it's gone. Oh well. Hey, where is Tali?
Huddle up!
Yeah, singularity also affects furniture objects. I was just wondering where the light fixture went once it dropped. Oh, a Sokolov shotgun. And some heavy hoplite armor. That was a, yeah, Sokolov shotgun. I'm gonna give that to Tali. But yeah, sometimes when enemies are taking cover behind a box or something, sometimes the game is nice enough to let you use throw or lift on them, and the box immediately falls on the person, crushing them to death. And that's the best thing. That's the funniest. Oh, there it is. There's the light. That's the best thing, is when you can use physics as a weapon. I mean, technically a gun is also using physics as a weapon. But... Shut up. Yet where's the light? We shot it into space. Because we will never die. I only got stuck because NPCs can't open doors. That's true. Platinum! We found some star platinum. That's a JoJo reference. I feel dirt. I feel fucking filthy. Alright. UNC hostile takeover. Did I miss? Did I miss something here? I think I might have missed a base. Or something, maybe? Because I got a mission complete, but I thought it was on a different planet. I mean, I thought my next goal was on a different planet. But I guess I didn't do something right in the Syndicate hideout we were just in. Oh, Liara.
Once again, I don't remember anything. Maybe this is just a normal state of mind.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Very apt hypno roll, as ever. Neversoft's hypnosis contains all aspects of the human experience. All possible aspects of humanity are accounted for. Even the alien parts. Didn't go into the other tunnel and find whatever plot... Yeah, that might be it. It's like Adam Cadmon. Adam Cadmon. You'll have to remind me on that one. Adam Cadmon. You're gonna tell me what that is, and I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, that thing that I know about. That thing that I intimately know. That thing that I have talked about, like, repeatedly. But right now I don't remember the thing. Anyway, yeah, probably, probably missed something down here. No, that is a extremely sealed tunnel. Holy shit, that is a sealed tunnel. Adam Cadmon is a big goat boy made by space gods who want to blow up Tokyo. I have no memory of this place. But yeah, I'm not actually... in the hand system of the Gemini Sigma cluster and the Dis Sigma. Okay. So I just went to the wrong place, I think. The concept from Kabbalah. The fictional version in Unsong. Connected to a fundamental pattern of self-similarity in reality. I admit that me missing a Kabbalism reference is kind of on brand, actually. But missing a Symphogear reference is a little shameful. May have to watch that entire series over again someday. Okay, I guess we're just gonna have to go back up and go to the other place. Go to the other system before this is finished. I forgot what system it was. As usual, I am the most together person here on my stream. It was, Argos Row, I think? Yeah, Argos Row, maybe. No. Okay. Hello then, FinalZT. You've arrived just in time to watch me completely forget where shit is. Gemini Sigma, thank you. The one that says UNC Hostile Takeover is the one we're parked at right now. Oh. No, it's not. Played the trilogy a few times. Yeah, I have played this over a fair bit, except for Mass Effect 3, which I've only played once. But they're all great games, and I'm enjoying playing through the heavily modded up versions. Far Cry 2. A standard hydrogen helium gas giant, not glass. Far Cry 2 is only distinguished by its moons. Several dozen of them have been sculpted into the likenesses of an arthropodal alien race not yet known to Council Science. Radiometric dating suggests the moons were worked over 500,000 years ago. Carve the moon into your favorite person today. Go out and do it. Do it now. With a total mass more than 4 times that of Earth, Patanala should have a significantly thicker atmosphere. This unusual feature has flagged it as worthy of scientific investigation, but the need for expansive amounts of radiation shielding has deterred interest. Paraven? Not much in the way of resources. We found more matriarch writings. Nothing interesting here. A marketing stunt by some ancient extinct species. Like, they're marketing a movie, so they carve some moons into bugs. Alright, let's randomize our crew. Not that it's probably gonna matter, but... Who we got? Ashley and Rex, Team Destruction. The randomization thing is going to pay off way more in games 2 and 3, when we have many more crew members to work with. It'll stop me from worrying over things like who gets the best dialogue when you take them along to a mission, that kind of thing. And believe me, I will endlessly nitpick that kind of thing. Unless I do randomized teams, so... I just love the Mako so much. I wish the Mako were a squad mate. I'll make it with a squad mate in my heart. Alright, what's down here? It's a little ship thing. Electronic skill too low. Oh no. That's right, we brought nobody who has electronics. That's fine. Why worry when I can put myself in the hands of fate? I do love the hands of fate. Anyway, so we missed out on some minor loot. It's fine, it's cool. We're gonna go smash some syndicate thugs. One of the commonest points of criticism of Mass Effect is how much time you spend driving back and forth across barren planets. And I could never criticize the game based on that. I can't. It's something I love too much. I can understand why people would hate it. Don't get me wrong. Just, you know, I'm built different, I guess. Cut from indifferent cloth. We've leveled! Yay! Haha, wow, you can just run right over these barriers. Alright, let's get in here. Trash some thugs. I gotta make sure everybody makes it through the doors. Yeah, good. Come on, folks. Rex? Rex? Rex?
Destination blocked.
No, it's not, Rex. Rex, honey. Okay. I turn around and he's right there. He's right fucking there. The squad mates are so much better in Mass Effect 2. Hi there. Forgot they overhauled the UI. I am using, like, a controller. That could be part of it. That's both of them. No doubt Helena Blake will be overjoyed to learn that these two scum are no longer a problem. Used to the health bar as being low. Oh yeah, that. Yeah, I think they used the PlayStation version as a base. So they lost a lot of the comfort zone stuff from the PC version, I feel. Ooh, a couple of biotic amps. We never have enough of those. Are they any good? Oh god, yes. And Rex can just take a step up in his. Sure. Turian armor and human armor. Human medium. I wear a human medium. Do I care about this? No, not really. I'm wearing my Batarian armor. My blue armor. It looks good, I think. Alright, let's get out of here. We will... You know, for all I talk about, for all I talk in the header bar about Cerberus, I give them some shit talk, we have not actually seen much Cerberus. I think that should change. We should go fuck with Cerberus. On purpose. So many doors. Alright. Lifting off. No messages from the private terminal. We did tell Kohaku we'd help him out. Kohaku's kind of a bro, so... UNC Missing Marines, I think it is. I think it is. If this isn't it, then I'll look at my journal. Kohaku is the dragon boyfriend from Spirited Away. It took me until I read up on, like, Japanese river mythology to realize why the climax of that movie was, like, affecting. Oh, a Prothean data disk. Nice. Alright, let's check out the planets. We got Alsagus. During the Alliance's pirate suppression campaign in the 2160s, the Batarian Ilium Ranpura was caught with his frigate Turion grounded on Alsagus for drive discharge. When challenged by the cruiser Hyderabad, Ranpurach refused to surrender. The Tunarian was destroyed attempting to take off. The debris is strewn across the southern hemisphere. We found some plutonium. Probably from his reactor. The fucking idiot. Untamalica's orbit is congested with hundreds of captive moons. Most last only a few thousand years before being ejected, dragged down into the atmosphere, or ripped apart by tidal forces, and added to the gas giant's immense rings. Attempting to navigate this chaotic environment is hazardous at best. Ships without military-grade kinetic barriers are likely to suffer catastrophic impacts. And we found some hydrogen. You can find hydrogen everywhere. This planet used to possess an atmosphere, it doesn't now. Tremor Ray's magnetic field is non-existent. This makes it impossible for ships to jump drive charge from orbit. Yeah, it's the brother moons from Dead Space.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Cool. Let's go check it out. Who's coming? Gareth and Liara. AKA Team the mascots of this game. I get a couple of points, and I'm going to put them in assault training. Liara gets a couple of points, and I'm putting them in throw. And Gareth maxes out assault rifles. Gareth is now a master of weaponry. Let's hit this debris. gay lesbian solidarity. Unfortunately, I don't think anyone has managed a hack for, like, a Garrus, so to speak. All of Garrus's romance dialogue is a bit too gendered. If I'm wrong on that, I would love to be proven wrong, but... Lithium? Oh yeah, now dorks that can kill you, I'll go with that. I've never actually done the Garrus romance. I know a lot of people consider it the best romance in the Mass Effect series. I have a different character in mind, though, I'm afraid, so we probably will not get to that this time either. Anomaly. Hit the anomaly. I am the Mako. You can drive it. Alleged. I haven't really talked about romance in Mass Effect 1, and that's because I don't really think about romance in Mass Effect 1. In Mass Effect 1, your default options are, if you're a guy, you can romance Ashley. If you're a lady, you can romance Kaiden. And if you like Asari, you can romance Liara. Liara is very accepting of either gender. Now, I just don't... Usually I don't pick up Liara until the very end of the game, almost. So... she's usually out, and I just... I'm sorry, I just don't think of humans romantically most of the time. So, I usually don't go for the straight romances. Now, a gay Ashley romance might be interesting. But, I don't know, I've just never really... I've never tried. It would distract me from my one true love, the Mako. Now, Mass Effect 2, we'll get to Mass Effect 2. Oh, fuck, I forgot about that. Anyway, we'll get to Mass Effect 2 when Mass Effect 2 comes up. There are a great many romantic options in that game, sort of. Well, I say a great many. There are a number of... there's more than one. Mass Effect 3 has some of the my god. Has some of the most prolific romances in the series. Like, you can romance everyone from minor characters to major characters. It's really impressive. But unfortunately, there's no polyamory. So if you're locked into a romance, it gets awkward. be polyamory mods, but they've kind of fallen out of use, and nobody's updated them in ages. I think that I wish somebody would update them.
These are Alliance soldiers. It appears they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Lured here by the distress beacon. We better turn that off then. Ooh, better Phoenix armor. There, you look like a football player.
Looks like these men were under Admiral Kahoku's command. He'd want to know what happened here.
Yeah, we better tell Kahoku. Back in Mass Effect 1, if you're in a relationship with both Liara and the human companion, Liara is just like, well, Liara is perfectly in favor of doing both, but it's the human that breaks it off, which sucks. Alright, the Maroon Sea Cluster. Privateers. So take over. Alright. We're gonna do just a couple more, side quests. And then we're gonna do the next main quest slot. And then we're gonna go ahead and, swing back to the Citadel, but... yeah, here's the Maroon Sea. Anomaly investigates the apples. They're too weak, they need to get good. Get good at polyamory, Ashley. Like, you know, the fucking Dark Souls. I do not think you can describe Liara as the Dark Souls of relationships. I don't think you can do that. Supay's icy surface was often used as a source of potable water by passing merchant vessels. Since the Alliance claimed the inner system world of Chazaka, satellites placed in orbit automatically bill any vessel landing on the world for the massive water removed from the surface. Exogeny has had a difficult time keeping these satellites operational. They often meet with accidents caused by impact with jettisoned ship debris. Exogeny are fucking Nestle! Jesus, I forgot about this! Exogeny are the fucking worst! We found some magnesium. Magnesium. Metallic asteroid. Heavy metal. Heavy metal asteroid! Inti. Inti is an unremarkable world. Thanks. Apo. Apo is a dense atmosphere composed of nitrogen and carbon monoxide. Due to the constant earthquakes and landslide activity, surface exploration is not advised. The rubble-covered wrecks of a half-dozen expeditionary ships stand in mute testament to the planet's instability. Alright, let's go to Chaska. Oh, Chaska's ring is unique. It appears to be, for lack of a better term, a massive piece of alien installation art. The rings are made of small pieces of synthetic metal, and are almost invisible from space. From the ground, they catch and scatter the light of Matano in picturesque ways. It is not known who created the ring or when. I love that idea of art installation planet. Alright, who's coming? Ashley and Liara, okay. Space colonialism. This is a very green world. Very fluffy looking. I love it. Ashley...
There is so much happening on this planet, and I'm sitting in this stone like it's some sort of coffin.
The same thing happened to me.
The same thing happened to me. There's so much happening on this oh, fuck. Oh, no. Okay, the Mako is going the wrong way. Backwards up a hill. That was my fault. I got the Mako's spider tires caught for a minute. So I know very little about Mass Effect Andromeda. I haven't played it much at all. But I do know that its version of the rover, whatever you call it, I don't know what they've named it. I know that it has a drive mode for speed and like an upshifted mode for navigating hilly terrain. And I think that's a good idea. Give it gears. It has like the acrobat mode and the speed mode or whatever. It's a Pokemon bicycle. Oh, hello, you're a pyramid. Let's see, have the Mach and the Acro bike. Yeah. Acro. Not Acro. It lets you have a crow. You can just keep it on the ship. Any thoughts on this, Liara? You're the archaeologist.
Ready.
No. Okay. Can we climb it? We can. It's shiny up here. Okay. Prothean data disk. Ooh, a heartbeat pistol. Yeah, you know what? Go ahead and take that Ashley. Oh no. That pistol vanished. That's not a real pistol. Oh no, okay. Ashley's just a little bit bugged right now. It's fine. Reloading the game would fix that, I think. Yeah, I think it's just there's just a minor problem here. Yeah, I think Ashley just had a little bit of a bug. It's fine, because Ashley's not really using a pistol. She's gonna finger gun them. Let's see. Over this way. Does the crow come with his own gun, or is it sold separately? I think all accessories are sold separately. It's just very stealthy. You're right, it's a stealth weapon. It's a holdout pistol. You fire it from your sleeve. My favorite little mod for Fallout New Vegas is that there is a category of weapon called holdout weapons. And those are small, concealable weapons that you can keep on your person, even in situations where larger weapons would be too obvious. You know, just like keeping a pistol up your sleeve for when you need it. My favorite Fallout New Vegas mod is one that makes the Fat Man nuclear missile launcher into a holdout weapon. Pocket sand gun.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh look, it's husks.
Goddess have mercy. The entire colony must have been transformed.
Yep, man, the goddess have mercy on them, because I'm not gonna. Now, when Liara says, I have a bad feeling about this, it's not a reference to Star Wars. It's a reference to Ashley. Oh no, here they come. Oh no. Well, at least we can trace the Husk's progress by where on the wall they're shooting at. There you go, guys. Knock yourselves out. Gracefully float. Oh, well, never mind. But yeah, you know, it's a horrific thing. The entire colony transformed into weird mechanical husks. It's a good thing I've got a whole big tank here to explode them with. Oh, this door's locked. There's no way we can get around that. The ragdolls are so fun. They're the reason why I love playing biotic characters. It's because biotics get to fuck around with physics so much. Ooh, Turian armor. Medium armor. Colossus. I want to get Garrus into some Colossus armor. A better Omni tool. You never see those. Figures, I don't... Oh, man. That is a badass Omni tool, too. Liara is proving to be my strongest soldier. I never thought I would fucking say that. I never thought I would say those words in that order. I might want to give that to Garrus or Tali. You know what? You're right. I'm sorry, Liara. That's too cool for you. Let's go check out the rest of the places. Liara's only gonna use it for damping. You're right. You're right. I can roll over mountains just fine. But give me a cute little narrow valley like that, and I'm just like, whoop. Just making Tim Allen noises and driving up the walls. Oh my god, what is this mess? I'm actually not gonna make this one. Yep, I failed. I'll just use Omni Gel. Alright, let's head for the science facility. Science! I'm sure there's nothing at the science facility that could possibly explain why the entire colony has been huskified. Why they're all husky boys. You can try a hack infinite times. For some reason, I thought it locked you out after you failed. Originally, if you fail to hack, you just can't do it ever. Yeah, that must be why I thought that. Because it used to be true, and now it isn't anymore. For you weirdos who believe in the Mandala effect, remakes like this must fuck with you enormously, you know? I do not personally partake. But stuff like this must fuck with people enormous. Actually, Liara, honey. Well, okay. In a way, it really bothers me that, in later games, there's a system where you use a biotic power on someone, and then you use attack power to detonate it. Which does extra damage and causes a big explosion. In a lot of ways, it bothers me that they reduced biotic powers kind of to that. Because it's so much fun to watch them go off. Medium hazard armor. Is this better than what I'm wearing? Oh, this is better than what I'm wearing. Alright, I can handle being kind of gray. Oh, heavy hoplite armor. Okay. Oh, yeah. That looks good. Most of them are fun to watch. That's true. They are really fun to watch. That's why a Unity and a Prodigy. Ooh. Biotic amps. I'm getting some good biotic amps on this run. But it's still not quite as good as the Casa Fabrication amps. Lift Grenade. Oh, I love Lift Grenade. And we got a Raichu shotgun, I think. No? What is that? Is that a pistol? That's a pistol. A Raikou pistol, not a Raichu. A colonial pioneer team rarely consists of more than a few dozen specialists. It's clear none of them have survived. The Cerberus group has a lot to answer for here.
According to these logs, Cerberus is the organization behind this atrocity, whoever they are.
Whoever they are, I'm sure we'll never hear from them again. Or Suisun and Entei? I don't think they're appearing, and they would need to have, like... Man, I wish there was a manufacturer that shot, like, ice. Just shot cryo rounds full time. That would be really cool. Alright, technically we're done here, although I think we can check out the civilian camp. So let's head over there and just, see what they're up to, if they're still huskified too. Hello, is everyone here dead and a husk? And dead? Yes, everyone here is dead and a husk and dead. Oh, sorry, Liara. You were glowing blue. Your teammate's glowing blue! There must be danger afoot! Get out from behind those boxes.
Perimeter clear.
A hero cannot be defeated simply by making him die. Alright, anything else in here? There's some weapons lockers back here. I may as well pop them open. Oh, upgrade kit. More biotic amps. Not quite as good this time, though. That cooldown bonus, though. Yeah, I think I want the cooldown bonus a lot on Liara. Because I like her spamming Singularity. I can't believe I just made a tactical choice that wasn't just how much numbers. Well, I guess technically it was how much numbers, but it was a different kind of how much numbers than my usual how much numbers. Normally you want the numbers to be numbering, but I chose to have the numbers come up faster. And that's tactics, baby. Ugh. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. A medical exoskeleton and a kinetic buff. I'll see what I can do for her. Let's make a quick save, because it's been a while. And we're gonna do one more side quest, and then we're gonna get back to the plot. Because we certainly have a lot of stuff to turn in back on the Citadel. Hades Gamma. I do like numbers go up. I think
This
numbers...
is frozen water.
Thank you. Actually, you know what? No, we're gonna go check out whatever the hell this is. Oh, Volstock. We're gonna check out this system first, and then we're gonna check out whatever the hell the anomaly is. And then we're gonna go ahead and do a little more plot. An asteroid. There's nothing on it.
Let's go, Weepy!
Hydrogen, helium, gas giant. Nodacrook. Wait a minute, we've been here. We've been here. Fuck. Never mind. Let's go here. Volbeat, Volstock. Yeah. I like Volbeats. In the Armstrong Nebula, named for Neil Armstrong, are all named after famous astronauts. That makes sense. Farnori has a trace atmosphere of carbon dioxide and helium. The surface is mainly composed of silica laced with iron oxides, indicating the world has an oxygenated atmosphere at some point in the past. Given the relative youth of the blue star Caspian and the significant gravity well of Farnori, this must have occurred with astonishing swiftness, perhaps a result of some cataclysmic event. Further research is required. You notice a lot of planets have much thinner atmospheres than they used to? I believe that's part of a scrapped plan for what might have become the ending of Mass Effect 3, which I will go into a little more as we get there. Iridium? Yeah, Iridium. I know a wolf called Iridium. She's cool. Turian insignia? Yay. Almacrix. Almacrix's abundant water and a relatively mild temperature and gravity have placed it on the short list of terraforming candidate worlds. However, there is significant opposition from eco-ethics group, who assert that Almacrix's primitive, methanotropic bacteria may be a precursor to a full-fledged native ecology. Yeah, that whole dark matter thing. The Cornucopia is a Kowloon-class modular conveyor of human design. While obviously adrift, the Cornucopia is not broadcasting a distress call. Who's coming? We are in Garrus. Nerds.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
Alright, we found that armor that I kind of wanted to try on. Yeah. Yeah, baby, yeah. Said me, because this was good. And let's go ahead and give this logic arrest tool to Garrus. And the Punisher from Armax Arsenal. That's nice. I like that. Yeah, I think Garrus in general just gets an update across the board. To the thunder! Okay.
Logged. The commanding officer is ashore.
2 mods? I don't think I have the mods.
The deck.
I don't think I have the mods. I do, actually. Energized plating and 15% reduction in power cooldown. Nice. Oh. And the energized plating. And Garrus gets hazard seals and a shield interface. Ooh, no. Make it a medical interface. I have loads of I guess I do, yeah. Okay. Let's see what's in here. Hello, ship. Are you sentient? Oh god!
Husks. The ship is probably crawling up there.
Guess we don't have to worry about looking for survivors.
Jeez, Garrus. actually overheated my gun. Wow.
Good as new.
We got a hut stuck up on the flat. Anyway, Garrus is right. We don't have to worry about looking for survivors. No one needs survivors, not on a ship like this. If there were any survivors... Oh, shit! If there were any survivors, we would have killed them by now. They built a maze. Obviously, the husks are intelligent. Oh, Singularity's back up. They tell bad jokes because they're corn husks. It's true, they are. Barrier up.
It's no use! It's no use!
I don't know, I think it's kind of a use. We pinned that dude to the ceiling. What's in back here? Of course, lots of, pointy things for making husks. Pointy stabby things. Spires. I think the game calls them dragon's teeth at one point. Which makes sense because they're, a reference to that one myth where you sow dragon's teeth in the ground and like an army pops out. Pressurized seals. I think the seals are under enough pressure. I don't think we should pressure the seals anymore. The lighting in here is, like, top-notch, though. This very purple lighting is lovely.
According to the log files, the ship was out near the Perseus Veil. Looks like they found some kind of alien artifact. They brought it on board, and then... This doesn't make any sense. They plotted a course straight into the Perseus Veil, like they wanted the Geth to find them.
That artifact must have done something to them. Why else would someone fly into Geth space?
The entries don't make a lot of sense after that. It's like the captain's mind was falling apart. Doesn't say anything about how the ship got back into human territory.
The Geth transformed them into husks and left the vessel where they knew it would be found. A warning to other organics not to enter the Veil.
It's a good theory. Unfortunately, we will never truly know. If you sow my teeth in the ground, they just kind of stay there, and I'm sad about it. Please don't sow my teeth in the ground. I need those. I eat with them. I like biting. Well, goodbye, lovely, moodily lit purple ship. Alright.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
head...
The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Let's actually head back to the Citadel and turn in all these side quests. And then we will start Novaria. The final plot mission that we have right now. UNC hostile takeover is still lit up. I don't like that. Anyway, let's go turn in all these quests. And who is coming with me for the Normandy stuff? Liara and Kaiten. Alright. But yeah, quest turn-ins. Oh boy, you guys must be so excited.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore.
Okay, do we have anything for, I know we got some biotic amps. Yeah, Kaiden fucking needs a biotic amp. I'm gonna go ahead with the Prodigy. No, the Polaris, well... I think I will go with the Polaris, actually, the Casa Fabrication. Yeah.
XO Presley has the deck.
We forgot to write these two. Hey, Kaiden has hints of a personality. He's just grumpy, irritable, and sweaty. He gets so much better in the next couple games.
In a further development in the Eden Prime investigation, the Council has reportedly revoked the Spectre status of one of its operatives. While the unnamed operative has not yet been apprehended, a Council spokesman confirmed that corrective actions had been taken.
Alright, we're gonna start off in the tower. He does have migraines all the time, yeah. Everybody gets better at ME2. I think the characters get...
So, Liara, you've spent 50 years studying Prothean ruins and artifacts.
Our travels now are somewhat different from my normal excavations. I would prefer lengthier studies and fewer explosions.
Well, I think you've spoken for scientists everywhere, Liara.
They just want a nice, peaceful life. It's a shame for them. Excuse me, why did you just whip a 180 when you saw me coming? Who are you, sir? I'm watching you. With the back of my head. Ahem. But yeah, I think Mass Effect 2 and 3 are kind of the peak of character writing for the... I mean... They just got better at characters the further they go. And even in Dragon Age, even as Dragon Age continued, I feel like even as the gameplay got kind of mid, the characters are why you stick around and play a BioWare game.
Treaty negotiations between the Alliance and the Solarian Republic have finally concluded. Solarians praised the openness and flexibility of Alliance negotiators in pursuing a deal that benefited both sides. The deal was brokered by new Alliance negotiator Thomas Kent after his mentor Elias Keeler withdrew, citing health reasons.
Hey, you remember we did that quest? Now there's a nude broadcast about it. Now there's a nude broadcast about it. Oh boy. These talking nipples will tell us how the quest went. It's a radio thing. You can't prove that they aren't. I hate my brain.
Laura, what's this that you're drawing?
Dr. Blanche asked me to draw a place where I'd like to be. For some reason, I ended up drawing a cemetery.
Nice going, Dr. Blanche.
Any news? Did you find my brother yet?
I found your brother's body. His ship was attacked by privateers.
Willem's dead? I guess I should have expected this. When his ship dropped out of contact, I just knew. But I kept hoping he might still be alive.
I figured you'd want to know the truth, no matter how painful.
You're right. It's worse not knowing. That's what they all say, at least. Please excuse me. I need to go make arrangements for his funeral.
I love that thing where they turn their head sharply in the direction they're about to walk, and then very slowly walk off. That's a Mass Effect signature. The very oddly particular details relevant to us. Maybe we're only listening to those details.
With one of the Councilor's assistants. Commander, any word on my missing men?
I'm not sure how to tell you this, Admiral. Your men were killed by a Thresher Maw.
A Thresher Maw? That's not... My men wouldn't just stumble into a Thresher nest. Not the entire unit.
Somebody lured them there with an Alliance distress beacon. Placed it perfectly so they'd land right beside the Thresher nest.
Damn it. I had a bad feeling about this ever since my team disappeared. An Alliance beacon used as bait, my unit wiped out, and nobody seems to know anything about it. Commander, I appreciate what you did. Now I need to do my part. The families of those Marines deserve to know why they died.
Captain Anderson said you had information on Baines.
Not as much as I'd like to. One of my crews found him, frozen stiff on board a derelict vessel. The missing recon group? The one I sent you to find? They were scouting the system we found Baines' ship in.
Anything you need from me?
Not right now, Shepard, but I'll let you know as soon as I find something out.
Cool, okay. Kind of weird hearing those lines come from a face that isn't your Shepard. For me, I always forget that, like, the majority of the player base seems to consider, like, the male Shepard as the default. So every time I load up a video and it's, like, not Jennifer Hale doing the lines, I'm like, wait, who the fuck is... Oh, right, you can play a guy. Well, I've just never thought about playing, like, the male version of Shepard. He's got some really good deliveries, particularly in the second and third games. But I just, like... Yeah, Mark Mir exists. Oh man, I totally forget about that.
Is it true that your biotic implants cause headaches, Lieutenant? I know some meditation exercises that might help.
Thanks, Liara. I appreciate that. Makes me wonder what it would have been like to have Asari tutors instead of Turians.
Given the attitude most young human males display toward my people, it seems Turians were the best choice.
Liara starting out with, have you tried yoga? And immediately going straight to, have you seen my species in yoga pants? Let's fucking go shopping.
This statue shows how well the Protheans blended.
Yeah, I know, Liara. Let's see, what else do we have? Right, Helena Blake and the Horsehead Nebula. Right, yeah. We should turn that one in, and then we will move on and start up Novaria. Well, yeah, maybe we won't start up Novaria immediately. Maybe we won't, because if I start Novaria, then we're going somewhere up. We're we're going to play Sonic Adventure over the weekend, I'll forget all about what we were doing. So maybe I ought to just sort of kill a little bit of time finishing up side quests, and then we'll start the actual plot
Human
stuff
Commander,
Tuesday.
this one has received some magnificent new items since it last saw the other.
Show me your items.
We should just make this a total write-off day, you know?
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Non-human armors? Krogan... Turian... No Quarian armor. You never have Quarian armor, man.
Show me your items.
Upgrades.
Oh, this one is...
Yeah, nothing I want. And let's
Commander.
check
Show me
out
your
the
items.
generic items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human.
You want to see
You
Hanar
will not
armor?
be
So would I.
disappointed.
I would love to see Hanar armor. How do you armor those tentacles? And there is... Ooh. Cerise Council license. Devlon Industries. Okay. Some better licenses. Alright. Just a floating ball of guns. Yeah. Yeah, I can see it. Anyway, let's get back up out there into space. Ward Seasick. Like the Amorph armor in Schlock Mercenary. I haven't read Schlock Mercenary in ages.
Have increases in Citadel
It's still
traffic
going?
endangered our safety? Emily Wong offers an inside look at the dangerous world of space traffic control.
Ahem. Pardon.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Schlock Mercenary is over? Oh man, that's a shame.
Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. Exo Presley stands relieved.
I hope Howard Taylor, I think is his name, is still working on something. Print books, obviously, but... Just I hope he's keeping busy. There's 20 books, it's a lot. Yeah, that is a lot, actually. Alright, let's go hook up with Helena. Hook up with Helena. No, that's not really what I meant. I meant, let's go see Helena. 20 books of Schlock Mercenary, god dang. Those long-running webcomics, man. I always want to keep up with them, but... Therumulon is a frigid world. The rest consists of silicates and various unremarkable ores, but it's surprisingly rich in phosphates. Since the atmosphere lacks free oxygen, the phosphates are relatively pure, and could be of value in the manufacture of fertilizers and incendiary ammunition. Wonderful, it's a poopy planet. Poopy, poopy, poopy. This planet has a core of pure aluminum. That's cool. Or aluminium, if you prefer. Atmosphere of sulfur dioxide and trace amounts of helium. Cursory drill coring suggests a possibility of simple subterranean life. Also, this looks like a delicious gobstopper, and I want to lick this planet so bad. Amaranthine. Let's land here and go talk to Helena. Peanuts only takes up 25 books. These long-running webcomics, man. I'm thinking about, like, Sluggy Freelance, and it's still going. And, like... has anybody ever needed this much Sluggy Freelance in their entire life? I don't think even the guy who draws Sluggy Freelance needs Sluggy Freelance to still be going. course, then you look the other way and you've got Mega Tokyo, which miraculously is still going, and I don't think it's found a point yet. Kevin and Kel is still running. Well, Kevin and Kel is a newspaper comic. I give newspaper comics kind of a different. I don't know. What's this? Iridium. I guess I judge them on different standards. And examining it, I'm not sure why I judge them on different standards. Is a webcomic by a newspaper comic person? I thought it was being published in newspapers. I don't know, there are so many lines and crossover concepts mentally with me that it's hard for me to really pin down how I feel about comics in general. Except that I think that Mary Worth is hilarious. I am one of those people who ironically follow Mary Worth, and it stopped being ironic years ago. You're gonna have to go look at all those webcomic bookmarks you haven't checked in ages. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. Oh, look, it's a suspiciously flat plane of ground. I'm just gonna save just in case. Let me guess. Is it a Thresher Maw? No, remarkably. I really thought it was going to be a Thresher Maw out here. Thresher Maw, gotta catch 'em all. Out to this engineering outpost. And then there's Heathcliff. Heathcliff is an entirely different kettle of apes. Children love the meat tank. Man, now you guys have me remembering, like, webcomics of ages past. Does anybody remember, like, Clan of the Cats? I think it was. It had, like, one dude who was not an asshole, and people were so inspired by the fact that there was a dude in a webcomic who was not an asshole that they, like, made an entire nightly order around him. I'm not making this shit up, you know. Like, the early internet was nuts.
Hello again, Commander Shepard. I owe you a debt of gratitude. With my former partners dead, this syndicate is now mine. I could not have done it without you.
I killed them because they deserved it. Now I'm placing you under arrest.
Surely you don't think that necessary. Under my leadership, this organization will restrict itself to gambling and smuggling illegal technologies. These crimes are hardly worth your time. If you press the issue, my assistants are very well equipped to deal with you.
Well, then why don't you just, fuck off over the horizon, ma'am?
This gang has a reputation for drugs and slaving. It's too late to change that.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps this organization has been so tainted by those two idiots that it cannot be redeemed. If I disband the gang, I walk away freely. I have not come so far to be arrested. I would die before going to prison. I would most certainly kill before going to prison. Now, Do we have a deal?
You're free to go. I don't ever want to see this gang again. If I do...
You won't. I'm not so foolish as to break my word.
That was awkward.
Now, if you'll excuse me, my men become nervous in the presence of law enforcement agents. Goodbye, Shepard.
Helena bows graciously and withdraws as her men escort you out. It's doubtful you'll see her again. And then it dumps you back out the door, and you can't go back in, I don't think. Nope. We will never loot that building. That hurts. It hurts so much. Oh well. Do we have any other side quests? Missing survey team in the Hades Gamma cluster. Alright.
Love will suddenly find you, and it will be serious and passionate. Are you ready for it?
No. Oh yeah, there's an anomaly up here. And I think we can go to the Exodus cluster for something, but I forget what. Anyway, missing survey team. This is one of our first side quests. It will be one of our last. We're getting all these side quests mopped up off the map, and there will be nothing left for us to but to shoot straight for the plot. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for some love? Ploba is the second and by far the largest of Antares' two gas giants. Active scans by survey ships have returned tantalizing indications of massive solid structures deep within the atmosphere, too regular in pattern to be anything natural. Some believe Ploba is a Jupiter brain, a planet-sized supercomputer. Adherents of this theory have fruitlessly beamed signals toward the Struncton megastructures, hoping to get the machine's attention. Others believe that an ancient spacefaring race disposed of their weapons of war by dumping them into the planet. The last attempt to reach and salvage Ploba's deep anomalies went tragically wrong, and ended with a crew of 12 being trapped and crushed in the gas giant's lower atmosphere. My opinion is that if you manage to no-clip deep enough into the lower atmosphere to see what the giant boxes are, they all just say, like, developer signatures. You recovered a strange object, found one of Matriarch Stillage's writings. Cool. Edmos. Nothing interesting here, just some hydrogen. I like the concept of a Jupiter brain, you know? It's just the default cubes, missing texture. I love you guys, I do. Let's land on Trevin. Alan, please add details. Garrison Tally. Alright. Did they ever explain why the Matriarch's ratings are all over the place? Not really. Not to anyone's satisfaction. They're famous. Okay. That satisfies me. What do we got here? Debris, anomaly, research base, anomaly. Let's head on up this way. Oh, Tally's got a couple of points to put into hacking, I think. The internal identifier for the magenta and black couldn't find the texture for this item/block in Minecraft. Is missing now. Yeah, that makes sense. Fun fact. The magenta and black couldn't find this texture identifier in the Dark Engine, which was used to make Thief and System Shock 2, is named George. There's a developer test map. George? No, Jorge. George. I recognize that the difference in pronunciation is minute. But there is a developer test map where they explicitly spell this out. Jorge. Jorg. You have to roll it around in the back of your throat and then choke to death on it. Oh. Yeah, I don't know how to say words. You beat Mass Effect twice before realizing the Mako cannon in alt-fire blast mode. I'll do you one better. I beat Mass Effect before realizing that the Mako cannon had a zoom. So I was driving around doing this. And then I found the alt-fire and I found the zoom eventually. To be fair, I think the zoom on the Xbox default controls is like click the right stick to zoom in. And I've never... Like, this device is transmitting tight beam signals into geosynchronous orbit. This disrupts the survey team's GPS satellites, causing them to crash. Well, let's disable that. And now these satellites won't crash anymore. Yay. Ooh, gladiator armor. Garrus, do you like movies about gladiators? But yeah, using the Xbox's default controls, I think zoom the camera was like clicking in one of the sticks. And believe it or not, I went through the PlayStation 1 era and the PlayStation 2 era. And I never realized those things were fucking buttons. Like, occasionally I might find out for one specific game and then I'd forget again. But I just did not realize that clickable control sticks... I thought I was breaking them. Like, I thought if I pushed them in and they went chunk, it meant I was, like, trying to break them, and I shouldn't do that.
Nobody's been here for a while.
So, you know...
According to these data logs, the survey team unearthed some kind of alien technology.
We should check out the excavation site. Could be some answers there.
It was a really embarrassing thing for me when I finally realized. I felt bad. I was very dumb for a very long time. And some might say I still am today. I think I'll go with the Razor pistol. Do I have a mode auto-finishing opening stuff, or am I just not understanding that minigame? You're the little triangle in the bottom. And your goal is to get through the moving blocks. It's basically Frogger. So, I'm not auto-finishing anything. It's just a little awkward, I guess, is the best I can put it. Chameleon tool. Had to do with lining up the spinny stuff. Oh, yeah, I can definitely see where that would be extremely confusing. Harpoon rounds. Kinetic stabilizer. The rail extension. Alright, Hallie doesn't really use assault rifles. Everybody else is fine. Everything's fine here. Let's, head out to this anomaly. The explicitly canonical in-universe war crimes. Yes! I love war crimes. So much. But yeah, the thing is that I distinctly remember that occasionally I would learn that clicking in an analog stick acted as a button, and I would be surprised. And then it would come up infrequently enough that I just wouldn't remember the next time that it had happened. Fuck me, the Thresher Maw. And then the Wii U had non-clickable sticks. The Wii U had a lot of weird stuff going on. The Wii U had so much stuff going on. Oh god, we're gonna die. We're gonna fucking die. Okay, we're not dying. We're good. We're not dead. We might be dead. Stop coming directly at me! Treasure Mob did scare me. That's all. They're free. They're good money, though. What's this? Ancient debris. But yeah, I'm the little Space Invader ship down the bottom of the screen. And I moved somehow between those two blocks, and I don't know how I did that. Wasn't there supposed to be a... Oh, research base. Excavation site. Okay, it's over there. Let's hit up the excavation site. Oh, man. I'm gonna have to put a little bit of extra work in tonight, I think. Playing Sonic Adventure starts tomorrow. As I've mentioned a couple times now, but I figure, you know, people should be aware of it. And I'm gonna have to figure out how to capture it. Because I don't know how well capturing that game will work. But hopefully it should. I just think it kind of freaks out if you alt-tab out of it. I remember anything from it instantly crashes to it erases, like, all of the textures in the game. And leaves you looking at, like, just white polygons moving around. So, it may be an interesting adventure to get that game captured, but I'm gonna do my best. If we have to put it off, I don't know, I'll play an NES game or something. I hope we don't have to put it off. I've been looking forward to this. For a long... It'll be a Sonic adventure. Thank you. Thank you for that. Gorod shaded Sonic adventure. I can't even imagine that. That would be hell to look at. Oh, hi. You guys must be the colonists. Liara. I don't have Liara. I was about to call for Liara to use a singularity. We don't have Liara with us. Fuck. Well, I can use lift on, like, one of them.
The survey team must have unearthed some alien technology that turned them into mindless fanatics.
Whatever they found, it's long gone now.
You notice how Tally didn't say the first half of that line? Wonder what was up with that. Oh, hazard armor. Do I have that already? Oh, that's heavy armor. That's for Ashley. Let's just stare into the glowing light. Garrus, we have some light armor? I don't know why it gives me light armor. Like, at all, anymore. I don't know why it bothers. And a Gorgon assault rifle. I'm actually gonna give that to Garrus. Deliberately lower the rate of fire, because it overheats a lot. What if I haven't invested in Garrus's medium armor skill? That's true. That's true. Okay. Garrus, I want you to use the Gorgon. Okay. Anyway, there's nothing back here. Okay, we can go. Whoops. Oh, God! They're still here! Oh, now oh, look at Garrus go. That accounts for the Exogeny security team. They were converted to cybernetic husks by a device similar to those used by the Geth on Eden Prime. How they came to be buried on a frontier world so far from Geth territory is a mystery. Yeah, alright, now Garrus is terrifying. As he should be. What's in this can? Another Gorgon assault rifle, a cipher tool. No. Good shield bonus, bad everything else. I do want to give Garrus a different sniper rifle. I want to give him this lightning strike. Well, no, he's using the Punisher. That's fucking great. Perfectly terrifying. As all things should be. Yeah, what if Thanos is Dracula? Yeah. Hydra, mercenary, medium armor. Mercenary, medium armor, huh? Is it any good? Not really. Not compared to what I've got. Which... pretty fantastic. Alright, let's get out of here. Give Garrus semi-automatic rifles and his rate of fire is terrifying because his fingers have no physical limitations. That's a line. Garrus's fingering is not limited by man nor god. No wonder he's the most popular romance. It's probably bad form to ask for somebody to clip that. Alright, let's get back to the Normandy. I want to duck down and put this armor on Ashley before I forget. Not that way. Save, please. I don't know why I say he's the designated clipper, but it's kind of funny. I hope you do not mind the work, Say. But yeah, I wanted to give her the heavy armor. Look at those shields! It's a catchphrase, okay. Then I give her hazard shields for more shields. And a shield interface for more shields. Ashley is now untouchable. You cannot kill Ashley in a way that matters. Oh, and I get 2 points. I'm gonna use them on, Shock Trooper. Alright.
Looking for supplies?
Supplies.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
A Helix sniper rifle. Fires a second projectile after a small delay. Ignores some armor and resistance. I mean, it's fucking fantastic. I think I'm giving it to Garrus. Not Kaiden. Oh, but if I give this to Garrus, then he's not using the assault rifle. How about I'll give it to Ashley. With high explosive rounds. And 2 hyper rails. Ashley now shoots explosions. The Punisher is basically the Black Widow from 3. That is nice. But I want Ashley to shoot armor-piercing explosions. Mutter's Trucker Supplies. Usual supplies, Mutter Truckers. It would work. Anyway, I think that's where we're going to end it for tonight. Next time, Sonic Adventure. We will be starting a fantastic journey that is actually pretty good, in spite of what you've heard on the internet. As always, it's been an absolute delight to have you folks here with me. Thank you. Thank you for that. It's been a delight to have you here with me, and I am gonna leave you folks go. Good night, everybody. Rest well.